What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Hammer Survival Series. How you guys doing today? As of last episode, what we were able to accomplish was the beautiful haunted house mansion that we changed into a skeleton farm, and I'm really happy with what this has come out to look like. I've gotten a few comments that people have been, showing some love my way. So I really do appreciate that. But for this episode, what we want to work on is that I don't have enough dyes in this place, and I really want to work on a flower farm and continue on just, moving along with the city. So first things first is I want to terraform some of this area and then get prepped for building the actual farm itself. So let's get on that really quick. Alright guys, with a lot of work done, the system is pretty much almost finished. The only thing I need to do is finish the actual storage portion of it and the dispensing portion of it, in the sense of the water coming down and flushing it into this system, which will go, get pulled by water, go through here and then shoot up, and then most of my systems work over here. And as well as we've done a lot of terraforming today. As you can see, there's just a ginormous big circle in here. What I want to do is kind of have a small little courtyard looking area, something along the lines of something like this, but way bigger scale. And yeah, so let's finish the actual mechanics of this system first, and then we'll go straight into designing it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have completed the system and we've worked a lot on the actual outside building of it as well. What I want to do pretty soon is I want to put a bridge over this way, just, an easy walkway. And another thing I want to do is that I want to put a little bit of bone meal in this area just to give it a little bit of life down there, make it a little bit more natural. But the system is pretty much done. The interior design I still need to work on a little bit. I'm going to add some cool little flower stuff along with it too, because it's a flower farm. But system's pretty simple. It's the same thing. You just flick this lever, and this, as loud as it is, makes its noise, and it destroys all the flowers right there. And whenever we want, we just flip this off, look straight up, flip this lever, and what happens is water comes down from these pistons right here, which is a very basic redstone system, nothing too complicated. And once they get flushed out, oh, that's not what I want to do. This one. There we go. Water eventually closes out, and as you will see in just a second, the flowers will fly up in this little elevator right now. As you can see, they're starting to come up just a little bit, and they're going to start dropping. There they go. They're going to start dropping into these chests. I don't really want to make it an item sorter because I don't think I really need it. But yeah, so that's how the system works. Very simple, very easy. The one thing I do want to work on though is now just designing the place and then start working on this. And to me, this building is very orange and very ugly, and I want to figure out a way to put a little bit more depth, a little bit more design, give it, not to make it look as much as an eyesore as it does right now. So let's work a little bit more on the outside designs and what we can do with that. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the building is officially done. I put a little bit of a dome on top, which I'm really liking so far. I think it gives a little bit of a different feel than just a flat, plain roof. If you look around, since it is the flower farm, what I wanted to do is I stacked these with a little bit of flowers on top. I thought it looked really good. Also gave it a little bit more brown, just a different color to really put a little bit more depth into this actual build itself. If you come along to the sides, you got something along the lines of just more waterwork through this building as well, which I'm really happy with how this came out to look. If we walk all the way over here, go inside, as you can tell, the interior is done too. I used the sea lanterns right here for some lighting. I think it looks really good. You got the trap doors, the acai or whatever, acai bowl, whatever, Achaea, or I don't even remember what this is. What is it? Acai, I have no idea, but that is the lighting, and the trapdoors are used for that, as that is also the main build the main block we used for this building. I didn't want it to be too orange because I really like that it is a lot of different types of shades of gray too, along with us as well. So with that being said though, we need to jump over and we need to start working on some more terraforming for this courtyard, because I really want to get started on that this episode and finish it for you guys so you guys can see what it's going to look like right over here. So let's get on it right now. What is up, everyone? We are back and we have finished the outline of the courtyard. I like the size of it and I like what we put in the middle so far. What it is it's not just the rock. What it is it's kind of like a rock to hold on. What we're going to have is a statue that I will do for my 25th episode on this series. So that won't be on there this time, but for the 25th episode, we will jump in and we will put that on there for us. And with that being said, we still have a little bit more work to do as I want to finish the outsides of this courtyard just around these areas as well. And we do need to do a lot of ruining and put some more stuff in these areas right here. I might do trees. I might do flowers. I haven't exactly pictured what I want to do with this portion of it yet, but I do like having it here. So let's get on a little bit of ruining, some terraforming, and let's get it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the official building is done, or courtyard, however you want to put it. When you look over here, you can see that we have officially finished the outline, everything I want to do with it. I might do a little bit more terraforming and changing, but as you can see, we've added so much to it. Like we even added these little waterfalls coming out of here. We added some plants, we added some trees, we added some grass here in the back, got some leaves on the outside, give it still more of that garden look. But yeah, I'm really happy with what this looks like now, and I think it definitely adds on to even more of the city. As you can see, we have more of a center point here. Let's do it there. That's a little bit better of a view. So even from there, it looks so much better. And when you have the statue that we will make right here, we will eventually do that. Yeah, as we talked about episode 25, I had to think about that for a sec, but that will even add to what we already have in this little area as well. Before I leave you, the one thing I do want to go through is I want to do a lot of terraforming in this area. As you can see, there is still so much work to be done just in general with this area that I've been trying to map out a little bit of how I want it to look. So let's get a move on with that just now. And yeah, I'll be back right when we're done with that. And just like that, we no longer have that ginormous gaping hole over here, which is a huge accomplishment for me. It didn't take that long, but that is something that has just made this place so much uglier than I wanted it to look. But yeah, there we go. So let's work on one last small project over here before I leave you guys with this episode. Let's get it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we got one last small project I want to do, and what it involves is a lot of terraforming in this small area over here. What I think is that this beach area just looks pretty plain, and I want to make it look a little bit more lively, like people come out here to relax a little bit. And also, this mountain right here, I feel like could use a little bit more spark to it. So what I'm going to be doing over here is I really want to have like a waterfall come from over here and down, and then just have like a little bit of a kind of a pond area right here, give it a little bit more life, and make a cool little passageway through this, and then have it go over here, then have a pathway go over here onto the beach area as well. So we have a good amount of sand, we have a good amount of the materials I need, so let's get on that right now. As we walk this way, ladies and gentlemen, you can see that we have finally finished the waterfall. It didn't take me too crazy long, but I really like how it looks. But the one other thing that I really wanted you guys to notice is that you can see a lot more trees in this area as well, because I kind of wanted to make a little bit of a tree line, and I think it looks really good. Put some bone meal under it and, you know, give it a little bit more life. I also put some trees like in this area right over here and this area here. Let me get a little bit better of a view. There we go. A little bit of that area right over there as well. And I might do a little bit more throughout the world too, just to give it a little bit more color, a little bit more green life, make it look a little bit more natural. But the one thing I do want to work on right now is I want to finish terraforming this beach area and then do a little designing on it, put a little things to make it look like people actually come here and relax a little bit. So let's get on that right now. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have officially finished the beach area. We got a little bit more work done. As you can see, there's like carpets right here, and those represent like towels that people would come when they come to the beach. And I think it looks really good. It's super simple, nothing crazy, and I really like how it came out. It just gives this area a lot more color. So yeah, with that being said though, we have one small thing to do before I let you go. So let's go do that really quick. And what that project is when you come over to my office and you see our big map, we actually don't have the haunted house in it, which is something I really want to include. So what I want to do really quick is I want to go out and fill out this bottom row and actually also this top row. So that's our next and final project of this episode. Let's get on it right now. And just like that, we are completed with the big map. We had to move it up one just so I had more room for this area down here. But yeah, I'm really excited with having it updated. It looks really good. But with that being said as well, that is all we have for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like for me. And also to subscribe to catch more of the Hammer Survival series. But with all that being said, I'll catch you guys next time.